On the overall situation over the past week, I'll have a Thailand map coming up for you. From the 31st of January to the 7th of February 2021, the situation in overall, I can say, has improved. As you can see, most of the country is now in green or safe zone, some white, that's a good sign as well. 14 provinces in white have no reported of cases at all during the new wave. The green ones that I mentioned, 53 provinces are in green color. No reported cases for 1 week or more than 1 week. Yellow, there's one province, if you can see on the map, yellow, there's only one province there that had no reported cases over 5 to 6 consecutive days. 2 provinces in orange, I think you can see orange there. 2 provinces in orange have no reported cases over the past 3 to 4 days. And now we have 7 provinces left, which have had detected cases over the past 1 to 3 days. This is an important improvement from yesterday, where we had 8 provinces with detected cases. So hoping that the situation will continue to improve and we'll soon see a map of Thailand that is all green or all white at least. So as I mentioned, the CCSA meeting this morning focused a lot on Samut Sakhon. I'll go a bit into that. The provincial authorities in Samut Sakhon decided to elevate some areas of 2 sub-districts in the province, Nadi and Tha Sai sub-districts in Mueang district, or the city district of Samut Sakhon. They elevated that to the maximum controlled area with highly strict measures category. These areas cover 4 major factories where more than a total of cumulative 7,000 employees have already been found with COVID, mostly migrant workers. So these 4 major factories had a high number in the past weeks and months. So that sub-district where the factories are located have been elevated. So as you can see on screen, the lockdown starts from the area of Wat Pan Thu Wong and runs eastward along the Liep Klong Siwa Pasawat Road up to the lane of Rong Rien Ban Bang Ping, and heads south to the road to the Ganda Housing Estate on Rama 2 Road, and west along Rama 2 Road to a bridge across Tha Jin River. It then runs north to the Wat Pan Thu Wong. So this is the lockdown area that you can see. This is a little bit detailed, but for those who are familiar with the province or live in the vicinity, you would be familiar. Provincial officials revealed that the strict lockdown is necessary to prevent around 30,000 high-risk group of people from traveling freely, which may pose a risk of spreading the infection. However, asymptomatic cases are present among them. So it's expected that the restrictions would be eased when the situation in the 2 sub-districts get better. On active case finding, that was Samut Sakhon. On active case finding in Bangkok, the health authorities have been stepping up the surveillance in western Bangkok, following the spike of infections. As of the 5th of February, around 13,000 cumulative active cases from 118 factories in 6 districts. From that, 54 cases were found positive, or 0.41%. And some details on that, and you can see on screen there in Thai actually. So the Pasich Daron district with 19 factories, over 1,600 employees tested, 26 were detected as positive, or 1.6%. Bang Khae district with 23 factories, over 2,600 employees tested, 7 were positive. Nong Kham district with 24 factories, 1,000 employees tested, none detected as positive. Bang Bon district with 24 factories, over 4,500 employees tested, 9 were positive. Jom Tong district with 3 factories, 90 employees tested and none detected as positive. Bang Khun Tien with 25 factories and 3,200 employees tested, 12 were positive. So the positive rate is actually around 1% or below 1% in all of these districts in Bangkok. But of course, the outbreak is yet far from over. We urge everyone to remain vigilant and take extra health precautions, in particular, always wearing masks when going out, keeping a physical distance of at least 1 meter, and avoiding crowded areas. Tak province now. The governor of Tak province has elevated Mae Sot district to a maximum control zone following the spike of cases, and they have banned large social gatherings and required those arriving from Mae Sot to quarantine themselves for 14 days. On Phuket now, for those who live in Phuket, pleased to report some good news that the provincial administration has announced the relaxation of entry restrictions. However, inter-provincial travelers are still advised to comply strictly with preventive measures in the province. On relief measures, new discount campaign on relief measures, the Rao Chana. You may have seen this in the news a bit. We seek to reduce the financial burden of the people. So the Commerce Ministry teamed up with 11 digital platforms to roll out a new discount campaign running until the 28th of February, the end of this month, to relieve the economic impact. With more than 100,000 shops participating in this new campaign, with millions of products and service items available, it offers up to 60% discount on purchase of food and beverages, expected to save more than 500 million baht on the part of the consumers in their spending during this time. So in addition, the launch of the new financial scheme Rao Chana, which means we win, where the government will provide a total of 7,000 baht per person in the form of credit for 2 months. The recipients will be able to use the credit for food and essential items, paying for public transportation, expected to help up to 31 million people affected by this pandemic. This reflects, of course, the government's effort to find additional measures to alleviate the economic impact caused by COVID. And you see on screen there a summary of what I just said, an infographic there about Rao Chana and the other schemes, courtesy of the Bangkok Post. Now, just before ending, I'd just like to remind that when you are out and about, to strictly observe DMHTT. Of course, you're familiar with DMHTT by now. Ending with a positive note as well on act of kindness, where nonprofit organizations have partnered up with the local supermarket chain to collect surplus food from 20 stores across Bangkok, then cooking it into sumptuous, delicious meals, giving it to families who are in need across the nation amidst the pandemic. And you see some pictures there on screen. This reflects indeed the efforts to reduce food waste at the same time and improve the food equity distribution and helping each other during difficult times. I'd like to express the CCSA's deep appreciation to those who are contributing either on a personal basis, on a corporate basis, big or small, it doesn't matter. The acts of kindness to others it's very important for those in need, for those who are down and experiencing difficulty in Thailand during this pandemic, no matter if you are Thai or if you are foreign, no matter what status you are in Thailand. So this is basically the summary that I have for you today. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Please have a very restful rest of the weekend, Sunday, and we'll see you again tomorrow, next week. Thank you. สวัสดีครับ